The morning light shines through the door to VEAP, the largest food shelf in Minnesota. Soon, these empty chairs will be filled, and the humble souls who will gather here aren't just the hopeless and homeless we see on our city streets. They're our friends and neighbors, our children from right here in our community who have fallen on hard times, drawing on their last shred of courage to come here and ask for help. And when they do, someone is there for them.
Good morning, this is the VEAP office. How may I direct your call?
These programs serve everyone in the community who has a need. We're serving families, we're serving individuals, we're serving elderly. When a family or an individual needs food, that means that just about everything else in their life has come crashing down.
It's like a little store where families can come in and pick the items that they feel they need the most.
People like you saw the need for this organization more than 35 years ago, and they gave. People like you are our past, you are who we are today, and you are our future. You will ensure a caring and compassionate community. Thank you.
Dear VEAP staff and angels who volunteer, thank you very much for the holiday vouchers, all the extra effort put forth to assist us in our endeavors to have a Merry Christmas. How great it is to be able to have a place to turn to when the needs exceed funds throughout the year.
We would like to thank you for the Christmas food that we received. You made a big difference in our lives.
Thank you for your kindness and love that you have shown to me and my children at a time when I thought there was no one I could turn to. Thank you for giving me hope.
Thank you so very much to all of your kindness to me, a complete stranger. Just a voice over the phone.
Thank you very much. My mom went to the food shelf and now I feel rich.
Me and my family with our utilities bill, we have one.
Being a college graduate, I never dreamed I'd be in this position today.
It's been a lifesaver. I can now sleep at night. I'm sure you know how much that means.
Comida para mis niños. Feliz Navidad de todo que usa
gave us. May God bless you and all your people who work there.
When I first came to interview, I was sitting in the lobby and there was a family and a little child holding her mom's hand because she just really looked so worried and so upset. And I just remember when I was about 5, my dad would, I remember going to the food shelf because he just couldn't make enough money those winters to support his family. And I just remember looking up at his face, and it was that same face.
These are the employees and volunteers who make up VEAP, and each has a unique story that has brought them here. But they all share something in common, a desire to give back and the appreciation that when they do, they receive so much in return.
I work in the food pantry Friday mornings and really enjoy that, filling a need that people have. But I also think that the volunteers are rewarded in a way too, because...
And I was so impressed with the breadth of the program. I knew they had a food shelf, but I didn't know about all of the other programs and all the other services that they provide. And I like the idea of helping out in my community, because I live here in Bloomington.
A certain lady who her husband had recently passed away, and he had done all the driving. Their entire lives, he had been the person who drove them everywhere. And so when he passed away, she had no way to get to her medical appointments, get to the grocery store, get anywhere. So it was wonderful being able to talk to her and know that we could assist her in that way.
I came to the realization one day as these families were coming through and going into the pantry for help, that these little children that I was seeing that day are our future in our community. And the 700 volunteers we have are just an incredible testimony to how people feel about caring for others.
You're giving rent so that you don't become homeless. You're vouchers so that you can take the bus to get to work. Food so that you can feed your children. But the unseen but most felt thing you're giving is hope. And that's what they say.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
VEAP, volunteers enlisted to assist people, meeting basic needs, building stronger communities. For more information, visit veapvolunteers.org.